Am I introverted or extroverted? I literally have no idea. I would say I'm extroverted, even based on the sentence right in front of me right there. Introverts gain energy being alone, extroverts crave people and activity. Extrovert, in that case, sounds more like me. But my entire life, I've always been quiet. I was always just a quiet kid, sitting alone, and I didn't really have the need to talk to people, and I didn't know what to say. So based on that, I kinda assumed, and other people kinda assumed, that I'd be introverted, They were actually going to test to see which one actually describes me best. I found 2 quizzes. This one was the top when I searched best introvert or extrovert quiz, and it's introvertdear.com. Are you more of an introvert or extrovert? And then another one. Are you an introvert, extrovert, or an ambivert? Which is, I guess, somewhere in the middle of the entire introvert-extrovert spectrum, Beginnen. It's in Dutch. I'm not sure why. You're planning a night out. Which option sounds more fun? Dinner with your best friend, just the 2 of you, and sharing what's on your mind. Going out with a group of friends, the more people, the more energy you feel. I would love doing both of these. Because, I don't know. For some reason now I'm feeling guilt if I choose one of those. I would love to go out with a group of friends and share what's on our mind. I don't know, that's the thing. During this quarantine, I haven't seen friends in so long, so I have been wondering wait, do I need to see friends to be energetic? Because it definitely feels like that. So am I an extrovert? Since when am I an extrovert? This is weird. I guess I'm going with the group of friends because I don't do that a lot and I would love to do that more. If you were forced to choose one, which would you choose? To choose one. A weekend packed with social plans, a weekend packed with 0 social plans. This is hard, because now my mind always goes to I want to see friends, because I haven't seen friends in so long. 0 social plans, maybe. This is hard for me. If there's 0 social plans, I can work on music and I can work on videos like this. But if there is social plans, then I can see friends again. I'd rather have a weekend with 0 social plans than a weekend full of social plans, I guess. Because being social all of the time is a bit too much. Sure. As a student, would you rather participate in a lively discussion or listen to an interesting lecture? Listen to an interesting lecture. Yeah, I wouldn't know what to say in a discussion. In general, after attending a large party or a networking event, how do you feel? Tired and drained, even if I had fun, energized. Yeah, energized, it does sound like me. Oops. Whenever we've been to a Comic-Con, I don't end the day man, I'm tired. I end the day when's the next? You've just met someone new. How would they describe you? Outgoing, talkative, and friendly. Quiet, reserved, calm. Probably quiet, because when I meet a stranger that I haven't met before, which would make them a stranger, because I haven't met them before, they'd probably think that I was quiet, reserved, and calm, because it takes a while for me to open up to new people. So I guess quiet, reserved, and calm. That's also why I feel easier talking to a camera, because there's not really an actual person that I'm looking straight into the face, but I am happy that you guys are looking straight into my face. It's kind of like a one-way, but I want to make it 2 ways. I don't know. What am I saying? In general, which statement is most true for you? I don't mind multitasking and I often do it. I like to focus deeply on one thing at a time rather than jump from task to task. Yeah, I definitely jump from task to task. We're gonna jump a bit behind the scenes here, but I'm planning to film more videos today that I can give to you guys. So I also want to work on music today, so I definitely jump from task to task. And I guess that's called multitasking? I don't mind multitasking. Yeah. You and a coworker have a disagreement. How do you react? I become quiet in a moment, may bring up the problem later. I often need time to process. I don't hold back my thoughts. If there's a coworker, I probably become quiet in a moment, because it's hard for me to immediately start saying what's on my mind. I've had a lot of conversations where the conversation has ended, and hours later I start thinking back and I start thinking why didn't I say this? I should have said this. Maybe that's a very human thing, but I do it way too much. I become quiet in moments. As a child, were you called shy or quiet? Yes, often. That's what I said. I was the quiet kid in class. Let's say you wrote a poem. What do you do next? Keep it to yourself. You don't share your work with others until you've perfected it. Show it to your friend or share it on social media. This question starts to feel a bit personal because I write a lot of songs that I haven't made you guys hear yet. because I want to perfect them. So I guess that is the first option. You don't share your work with others until you've perfected it. Yeah, I want to give you guys something that I can be proud of, at least, you know? That's worth showing. How do you feel about meeting new people? It's tiring and a little nerve-wracking. It's exciting and interesting. This is hard. I am an optimist, so I always like to see the good in people, and I kind of love meeting new people if I know what they're going to be like. If I have no idea how a person is going to be, then I'm probably really insecure and nervous, but I wouldn't call it tiring, so I guess exciting and interesting most of the time. You need to vent about your terrible day at work. What do you do? Call someone, text someone. I never call my friends. I feel like my friends and me always just text each other because that seems easier. Which I'm now realizing that I'm probably friends with a lot of introverts, so that's also easier for them. You find yourself home alone for the afternoon. What's your reaction? Restless, you call up a friend. Thrilled, you finally got a few hours all to yourself. I'm home alone right now with my brother, and I'm thrilled because I can record all sorts of videos. I immediately got motivation and inspiration for all sorts of videos, so definitely the second one. In general, you answer quickly as words are usually on the tip of your tongue. You need a moment to think before answering a question. In the moment, I usually have no idea what to say. So I feel better when I prepare for a conversation or when I've had a moment to think during the conversation, so definitely the second option. When it comes to concentrating on the text, which statement is true for you? I don't mind if people interrupt me, stopping to chat for a few minutes as a warm break. Concentrating on a task. I just like being... I don't mind if people interrupt me. I kinda like that, to have like a little break, because I jump from task to task and I like jumping from doing a thing. When it comes to small talk, do you dive right in? I can always think of things to talk about. Hesitate, it doesn't come naturally to me. I don't understand how people do small talk. Now, I'm pretty sure that Mary would disagree with that, because they've said on multiple occasions that they don't understand how I start small talk, but I don't understand what they mean, because I literally most of the time have no idea how to start small talk. I definitely hesitate. It doesn't feel like it comes natural. In general, do you consider yourself a risk taker? Nah. I like holding on to what I have. I don't know. If you had to choose one vacation, which would you choose? A warm beach and a book, either alone or just with one person? A cruise. A warm beach and a book. I don't read books, but maybe Audible. Use now the code... No, I'm not sponsored. Of course, when I'm with friends, it would be okay, but the way that they described it here, that doesn't sound like me, so I'm going with the warm beach and a book. Which statement is true for you? I have many friends, I have a few friends. I guess I have a lot of friends, but I don't really talk to them because I'm starting to feel a bit anxious to just say hello. So I do have a few select friends that I always regularly talk to, but I feel like I have a lot of people that see me as a friend, and for that I am happy. Are you always up for trying something new? Yeah, I suppose. Which kind of contradicts what I said earlier, how I'm comfortable with what I know, but I don't know, I do like trying new things. Which statement is true for you? It's difficult for me to listen for long periods of time. People tell me I'm a good listener. I think people tell me I'm a good listener. Because I genuinely like listening to people. This is the last question of this quiz. Which statement is true for you? As long as I'm living a life that's meaningful to me, fame, money, and status don't matter that much. It's important to me to be well liked, have money, and be seen as an important person. Wow. That's a deep diving question. Both. But there's no in between. But like, I want to live a life that is meaningful, but I also want to be well liked and be able to earn money from living the life I want to live, you know? You see, I want to choose the first one because I feel like it is the most nice option, you know? But if I'm being true to myself, then I guess the second one is me. Because I am ambitious and I do want to be seen as an important person. As narcissistic as that may sound, I'm trying to make it sound as honest and, you know, full with feeling as I can, because I don't want to come on too egotistical. I don't know, really something in between, because I want to have a life that's meaningful. Okay, sure, I have no idea what to click. I clicked the second one. Fate, thank you. You're more of an introvert. Instrument. Why did I... You're more of an instrument. Apparently, according to this quiz, I'm more of an introvert. A diverse group of people who prefer to look at life from the inside out, gain energy through inner reflection and solitude. That does sound like me. I'd rather look at myself and know that I can be a respectable person. You may enjoy socializing, an outgoing introvert, but feel drained afterward. Not entirely true. I think we can assume that I am definitely somewhere in between, so that's perfect to jump on over to the other quiz. Are you an introvert, extrovert, or an ambivert? I'm not sure if it's going to tell me, like, on what place in the spectrum I fit, because I am definitely somewhere in the middle, but it's time for your introductions. What's your name? Why do you want to know my name? Is that going to change the outcome? Is my name important? Nice to meet you, Charlie. In response to the following questions, please select the answer that sounds most like you. Yes, that's what a personality-based quiz consists of. You have a friend's birthday coming up. Which of the following is closest? Yes, I can't wait to meet some new people and bring something fun to drink. I would rather have a nice dinner. Oh, C sounds like me. I might show up a little late and bring another friend just in case I don't know anyone. Either A or C, because I do love meeting new people that I don't know yet. And if it's a birthday of my friend, then I can almost assume that I'd also enjoy their friends because maybe we'd like the same things, you know? But I guess I'll go with C. Sure. In your free time, you like to have fun hanging out at home or relaxing with a close-knit group of my friends. Depends, sometimes it's bigger. Sometimes planning a dinner with friends or hanging out with several colleagues. Hanging out at home or relaxing with a close-knit group of my friends. How do you typically approach conflicts at work? Process the situation internally. I'm going towards that one. I haven't read the others yet, but that's probably me. Depending on the severity, I may try to solve the problem myself or discuss. Let's meeting with my manager to discuss what we can do to fix the process the situation. Yeah, that does sound like me. Whoops. Spending the day at a big conference. How are you recharging? Getting ready for dinner with a few new friends. I'm back in my hotel room with the do not disturb sign. Dinner and drinks. There's a cool bar near the... Heck yeah. I want to go out with friends and just grab a few drinks, grab a few dinner... What? You spot a new fusion break room at work. What's your... At work. Like, work is an environment for me where I enjoy the people there, but I am myself way too shy to even start talking to them. You get your coffee, you smile at the new and go about the rest of your day. Probably. Yeah, no. I'm way too anxious to start an actual conversation. You're stranded on a desert island. What's going through your head? I finally a little peace and quiet. It's gonna be happening. Time to build a raft and get out of here. I'm a little lonely and bored. Time to explore. Probably that. I like exploration. Seeing new things. A desert island seems like a pretty cool environment. Please don't kidnap me to a desert island. That's not an open invitation. When you arrive at a networking event, what's the first thing you do? Now, what's called a networking event? Because I don't think I've ever been to one. With the most energetic group of people, immediately search for a recognizable phage. Grab a drink from the bar. Probably recognizable face, because that's easier for me to talk to. At your company holiday, you're most likely to be found joining the holiday scavenger hunt. The office with singing Santa Baby on karaoke with your boss. I guess singing on karaoke, but that's not really based on if I'm extroverted or introverted. That's just because I like singing. How do you feel when all eyes are on you? Depends. Usually I feel fine around my friends. Whoa, that just hits me with truth. I feel fine around my friends and family, but it's more nerve-wracking in other situations. Yeah, that's exactly what my mind was thinking. How did it process that into text on the screen? That's scary. Choose your own adventure. Road tripping across the country with my 3 best friends. Relaxing in a hammock with a nice book and a tall glass of lemonade. Flying to the hottest international border destination. I can't wait to make friends around the world. Yeah, no, that's not me. Road tripping across the country with my 3 best friends. Charlie, please enter your email to get your customized with additional resources each week. No, you are an introvert. That is so interesting, because lately I've been feeling more like an extrovert, because I've been feeling a bit down that I haven't seen friends, but I really expected to have the ambivert option. Want to harness the power of your introversion? Get the book, get the course. Wait, what? This page is... I scrolled down and it says all of them. According to this quiz, I have 3 personality types. Oh, and then it lists off some famous introverts. J.K. Rowling, you know, who's transphobic. That's inspiring. Bill Gates, you know, who created Microsoft. You can do that too as an introvert.